You are awesome. As a Training Tribe member, you are a peak performing, absolute, magnificent human beast. And I salute you. So Coach Jay-Z here with this week's T2 member programming. So that's going to start up on Monday, September 14th. And I'm going to go over what to expect this week because this is the third week of the month. And so we introduced our activities in the first week. In the second week, we built some volume. Now we're going to use a bit more intensity in our training and also perform our KPI or key performance indicator tests. I'll give you all this information as we go through this week's programming. So first of all, we have the workouts of the week. Wow! And so workout A this week is only to be performed on Monday and Wednesday. Now, of course, you can always move the days around as you need, but I'm just giving you a rough template to set up the schedule. What we do on Monday and Wednesday is slightly different with respect to the warm-up. We're still going to do the 5 minutes of level 1, which is our easy intensity jog or even walk if you prefer to do that. But now we're going to cut back a bit on the volume of both drills that we did last week and also the striders are coming into the warm-up. So how you do this is you're going to do one drill followed by one 75-yard strider. We'll do 1 rep each of the 4 drills that we've been using, which are the skip, the high knees, the side shuffle, and the karaoke. So you'll basically do a pair or a combo of say, skipping followed by a strider. Then the very next time you do high knees followed by a strider. And so you're going to get 2 more of those sequences. So the volume is a little less, but this kind of brings the intensity earlier into the workout and helps to tune and rev up your beastly bod a bit more. Now, on the main set or focus of workout A, we're going to try to just hit a nice basic 30-minute easy run or jog, and that's again at the level 1 intensity. So we're using the simplified model of easy, medium, hard, level 1, 2, 3, keeping it easy in the level 1 for this particular focus. Now, in the accessory exercises for workout A, we're going to do double time on our stretches. So those are the same static stretches which we do for all the major muscle groups of the lower body that you've already mastered, having seen the pictures from week 1 and then been practicing them. But now we're going to run through all the stretches one time and then go back around for a second time, completing 2 circuits of those activities. Things to think about in workout A for this week are this. We want to have snappy foot strikes. So now that we've been training for a while, we want to really start thinking about bringing the foot down to contact the ground, very much like a paw, a P-A-W, paw, and make a snappy strike or paw back or clawing on the ground as we're running. Just think about it, no pressure. The other thing we want to do is work on controlled breathing. Now, some of that happens automatically as we become more fit and more practiced in our training, but if you can really think about getting a nice rhythm to your breath and timing it appropriately with your foot strikes, depending on your speed, that's going to be helpful. We're going to go deep into the mechanics of breathing in future programming, but for now, just think about establishing a rhythm and making sure you're getting enough oxygen in and blowing off that carbon dioxide and not falling into a habit of what I call sometimes panic panting, where you're just, as the effort goes up. We'll save that for the dogs. Now, workout B, also only performed 2 times this week, and that's going to be approximately on Tuesday and Thursday if you can make that happen. We're doing no change in the warm-up. That's again just using the dynamic flow procedure, which everyone has mastered. And if anyone's jumping in new, you can simply refer back to the member programming from earlier in the month to look at some more detailed videos of those activities being performed. Now, here's where things get a little fancy in the main portion of workout B, and I think you would have been disappointed if I didn't provide something like this. You're awesome. So here's what this is all about. We're going back to circuits, and we're going to perform 2 circuits of 12 reps of the same lifts. And so those lifts were the goblet squat, the Romanian deadlift, the bench press, the pull-up, the overhead press, and the row. But here's where things are interesting. The first circuit through, so that first set of each exercise, you're going to use what you consider to be a light weight or resistance. For the second set through, you'll bump that up to medium. But we're not going to go heavy this week for some very interesting reasons. That's because we're doing these supersets or combination sets where we're pairing an isometric hold with the lift. So all the isometric holds are the ones that we have been doing, and we're going to hold them now for just 20 seconds because of that whole combo effect. So you combine your goblet squat with the dead hang. Combine the Romanian deadlift with the hold of the push-up position at the top. Bench press goes with lunge left leg forward. Pull-up goes with lunge right leg forward. The overhead press pairs with the squat held at mid-range. And finally, the row is complemented by holding the push-up position at the bottom. So you'll get double duty on that because you're going to have to do one side and then the other side with the row. So that's awesome because you're awesome. Now, once we've gotten all that done, there is an accessory component to workout B, and that's just getting yourself recovered and then focusing down and banging out max push-ups for 30 seconds. So however many push-ups you can get in 30 seconds, all you're trying to do is just practice continuously repping. It's not too tough for lifetime athletes who are hard to kill, members of the training tribe like you. And the thing I would think about here is that movement is art. Just trying to practice making your movements ever so more skillful and poetic and graceful. And I know that you're going to have fun doing that, and it's just such a great benefit to do. Now, here's where things get fancy this week, and that's why we're only training Monday through Thursday, doing 2 sessions of A and 2 sessions of B. So, as you'll notice, Friday and Sunday are set up as off days, or at least recovery days. You can do some light activity. I just wouldn't do any dedicated or purposeful training. Sometimes that's so valuable to do, especially when we have game day. We have a key performance indicator test, and this is going to be fun. I assure you it's fun and not threatening. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine the warm-up of workout A and workout B. So you'll go through all the things of workout A, and that would be the jogging and the drill plus strider activities. Then you'll go through that dynamic flow that's used for warm-up B. So we really get the body, or for workout B, we really get the body revved up and ready to roll. Then we're going to perform our 5K or 5-kilometer time trial. So all that really means you're just going to go out and run 3.1 miles and see if you can just establish a time for yourself, because we're going to come back to this in the future. So whatever you get, it's what you get. And so there's really no standards that you're trying to hit just yet. And eventually when you do, they'll still be your own. So 5K time trial. I prefer the track. It's 12.5 laps on the track. I don't have to watch where I'm going, where I place my feet. I can check the splits and make my pace more even. I don't have to worry about dogs or traffic, but just because I like the track, you don't have to. So if you prefer using a GPS watch and setting up a course somewhere, or even a bike computer or a car, do what you can. And really all that matters is the next time you test, you use the exact same course. So you're really comparing apples to apples. Once you've run your 5K, just thinking about even pacing and all that, let yourself fully recover and hydrate, and then see how many push-ups you can perform in 1 minute. So this is max push-ups in a minute. That's going to be your score in that category. After fully recovering, do the dead hang until you drop safely for your max time. And do the lunges for max time that you can hold with left foot forward and max time that you can hold with right foot forward. Now, once you get all of that done, In the member programming text this week, in the document, there is a table, an additional table to this one, where you can record your results for each of these 4 items on the KPI test. Now here's where it gets really fun. You get to manipulate your score a bit. So you take your 5K time, express that in minutes and seconds, and then from it you subtract the number of reps, we'll convert those to seconds, that you got in the push-ups, the number of seconds or minutes and seconds that you got for the dead hang, and so also for the lunges. So basically you're taking off from your 5K what you did in these muscular endurance tests. And so that's really cool. That's easy to do in the table. It's all set up to help you. And then if you can do so, go to the T2 forum and just post your results and total score and some of your impressions or opinions about this. And we'll use that for discussion and motivation, maybe fun and play. So that's the programming for this week. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And I wish you the best of luck with the training and also with the testing that we're going to do this week. So thanks again, and I will see you soon.